Junior Chapman got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Packers will start this drive at their own 30-yard line. Passes the line, far at the 33.
With the Packers.
Second down, 2 wideouts on the field. Right on the money, Peter. He effectively rendered the defense irrelevant by being so accurate. And yards away. Yep, that's a touchdown, and he does it in style.
Beautiful play.
Now the extra point, and it's good.
So, his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off. It didn't really hurt him either.
The Buccaneers stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 24-yard line. Johnson tips it to the left side. It's intercepted. The 21.
Interception of the game. You gotta love to be like that.
The Packers are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at the 21-yard line.
Get goal, E3! Get goal, E3!
Green heading across the line of screens at the Rams fullback pass.
Seconds and time. Ball at 16 yards. Dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the marker.
They don't allow them to convert, but they did allow them to get very close.
Let's see if they can come up with another big stand.
And that'll do it for quarter number one. Packers are out in front, 7-0. Third down, just a single receiver on the field. Green throws it for a third time in a row. Picks up the first down.
It's smart to use his blockers to pick touchdowns.
It's another penalty, and he's carried the offense on his shoulders for these last three plays.
Hey, until it stops working, there's no reason to look onto it. Well, look at those numbers from last year. That is impressive.
Green picks up about 2, and that will bring up second down.
Second and goal.
Runs into traffic. Stop after 3. Green ends up losing 5 on the play, and that brings up fourth down.
That works. He's going to let them get back to the line here. Look how he just rolls into the backfield. He lays out the ball carrier. He's quick and he knows how to hurt again.
That's his second tackle so far. Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Monroe with a 13. Fields the kickoff and the
You see that nice kick and a nice little run back after the catch. Good job.
The Buccaneers offense has to start here. This drive will start at the old 23-yard line. Picks up 8 yards on the play.
Matt Stinchko used every ounce of his big self to use his true blocking on that last play.
Either what a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Great play. And now they have a bunch of options on what to play next.
Buccaneers take their first time out. First down, 3 wideouts in the game. And had potential for some yards here, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down and coming up. it out left side, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Brad Johnson has had difficulty to say they have two downs. He's second-guessing everything he's thrown. Terrible there. So far, he's struggled to get 17 yards and 1 reception.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Nothing doing there. 4th and long coming up.
The offense didn't really execute like they wanted to.
Bidwell lines up for the punt. Punts it away. To 26.
Antonio Chapman did a nice job getting some yards after fielding a solid punt.
Packers hard on offense and are well ahead. They got yet another shot to score and start this drive at their own 26-yard line. Hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete.
The intended receiver. Left Roberts has a zone coverage that throws it into a couple of defenders. That could have been intercepted.
Potential for a quick first down, but no, they cannot hook up the pass.
You can take a shot in that situation, and it's really not going to hurt you. It's a good call.
That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10.
Throws up forward.
I like that stuff. Way to keep moving after the catch.
No doubt, and it falls incomplete.
Bubba Flash had that ball in his hands on that play, and he just dropped it.
That would have been a big play and a big first down, Peter. They just don't sync up.
Good call. Maybe next time it'll work. Second and 10.
Third down, 1 minute and 3. They'll get the carry. This one, and it is not reeled in, incomplete.
Monday Barber did a beautiful job on that last play covering the post route. That pass never had a chance. Incomplete.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good to know there.
Second down coming up. Second down, and this is the 7th play. Smith makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Mike Smith, they really got a hand in that football and left no chance for a reception.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Longwell launches the 52-yard attempt and has it sailed just left to the upright.
Ryan Longwell misses the field goal here. Let's watch this again. Yep, it's just a little bit to the side of the upright, but no time to count some horseshoes.
That could have added even more to the lead, but he couldn't connect.
Let's see if that has any impact on their momentum going into the second half.
Buccaneers offense takes the field with a point at 10. Buccaneers will take a timeout after second. Let's go for field goal first. Launches the 54-yard attempt and
Let's watch this again. Oh, sure, Dan, it's a little embarrassing, but you know what instant replay is all about? The player screws up, and it's our ratings grabber.
that could have put them within striking distance of tying it up, but the kick is no good.
They'll have to bust out of the gates in the second half, Dan, to get some momentum early.
And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Packers enjoying the lead 10-0. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Over.
All right, Dan, we'll get back to you in a bit. Welcome, everybody, to the ESPN halftime show. I'm Chris Berman. Now we'll look at our halftime comparison. And as you can see, total yards definitely tell the story thus far. The Packers are winning because of it. Let's see if they can keep up their dominance in the second half. We'll pick up the action midway through the first quarter. Donald Duke and the driver emerged as a real weapon as he pulled one in here. A 56-yard play that set up the Packers touchdown. The Packers strike first and go up by 7. The Bucs on D. Al Harris has come up with a big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. The Packers midway through the second. Packers winning by 7. Ryan Longwell called upon after the red zone problem, and he is through on the short field goal attempt. They're now up by 10. The Packers have it again. Brett Favre connected with his man on this one. A 23-yard play that set up a Packer field goal, but they couldn't connect. Packers leading 10-0. Brad Johnson connected with his man on this one. The 20-yard play that set up a Buccaneer field goal, but they couldn't connect. And that's where we'll leave this one. Packers are up at the half, 10-0. And as far as my halftime hero, well, there's really no contest. Donald Duke and the driver has been unstoppable. So that'll do it from here. Let's send you back out now to Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe. Dan?
Thanks, Chris. And today's game has been presented in ESPN Game Sound, designed and developed in collaboration with Dolby, the leader in surround sound technology. The Packers get the ball first this half, and another score by them could really open up this game. They currently lead 10-0. Now, let's get to the game. Picks it off to begin the second half. Ferguson decides to take out of the
Oh, you bet. When you look at this game, the first thing that pops into my mind is that they need to get in the end zone. Too many three, not enough 7.
We've got a quick update from ESPN's very own Susie Fowler. Susie.
Thanks, Dan. Head coach Mike Sherman gave me moments of peace on the halftime. He's been thrilled with their defensive execution, saying we're stepping up offensively and our offense has been taking care of business. You guys and give them no chance to come back on us. Dan?
Susie, thank you. Wims makes the sack just behind the line. Second down, tight end to the left.
Incredible catch.
And here, that play doesn't get off the ground unless he runs a very precise route.
And he had to beat his man. Couple of the best, banging heads there. As you can see, he's up over the safety mark. He's trying to slow through.
And the 36.
All right, what did you get? Okay, all right. 8. 36 yards.
Gains 3 yards. And that brings up third down.
Number 96, with the tackle.
Third down with a split backfield. Tackles out.
One guy out and a decent injury. Even with my few extra pounds, I think I could have done a better job covering him.
I doubt that. He would have smoked you like a sick. A nice game, and they easily convert on third down. That's good for a gain of 5.
Rayquaza threw a perfect pass back there. You know, I had a better shot at it than the defense did. Hey, I'm up here in the booth.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. Fourth down. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Packers enjoying the lead 10-0.
Blocking up front.
Big fourth down conversion there, and here the call paid off. No resting on their lead.
That's one of those situations where you could have gone for it, and you did quite well. He's coming up short. It seems like his timing is way off. He's working hard, but only has 32 yards on 14 carries. Second and 10. Ball at the 31.
Second down. The clock is stopped at 2 minutes. Henderson goes in motion. Carries this one over, and he stops. The Buccaneers take their first timeout. Third down, 2 receivers to the left. Sanders gets ready to punt this away. the long snap and kicks what will be a short one. The Buccaneers will start this drive deep in their own territory with the clock at 1:40.
Brad Johnson has been searching for a rhythm out there, and he's come up short there. As you can see by these numbers, he's been having a rough day. So far, he's struggled to get 37 yards and no touchdowns.
Second down. The clock is stopped at 1:37. On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. And we bring up third down.
Nice pressure there.
Third down, 10 yards to go.
I thought that was the interception. That really happened because his teammate got in there and took it. Oh, it's all about coordinating the defense, man. Playing as a team.
That's their second interception of the game. And stingy is appearing to be the motto for their defense.
Now, either that or give me the ball.
Fourth down and the field goal unit is on the field. Longwell kicks it from 34 yards, has it sailed just left of the upright.
Ryan Longwell misses the field goal here. Let's watch this again. Yep, it's just a little bit to the side of the upright, but close only counts in horseshoes.
Buccaneers start this drive of the game from well in their own territory, and the clock at 10. Takes it to the left sideline, and it got away from him a bit. Incomplete.
Brad Johnson got some big pressure back there, and that affected the throw.
Those mid-range passes are not working out for them so far. Here, what's different in that range?
For the coverage and their reaction time, he was beating them in the punch right here.
Second down and 4 yards. Garner catches it. It's at the 25. At the 29. going to do it for this one. The Packers come out on top 10-0. For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.
All right, Dan, thank you. This one is in the books as we welcome you all to our ESPN Video Games Post-Game Show. I'm Chris Burns. The Packers stepped it up for sure, putting up some good numbers. Let's get started in this one early in the third quarter. Rayquaza would drop back and deliver a strike on this one. The Bucs on defense, Mike Hawthorne, is in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. And that's where we'll leave this one. Packers come away with a win, 10-0. Now let's check in with our player of the game. A guy who made one big-time catch after another to help seal the win for his team. Donald Duke, the driver, is on hand with Susie Calder. Suze?
Thanks, Chris. You really hustled today, and you helped your team put this game away. What do you think was the critical factor in getting the W?
You know what? This team believes in each other, and we believe in what we're trying to accomplish. Fortune just smiled on us today, and we were able to triumph in the end.
Back to you, Chris.
That concludes our presentation of the NFL preseason on ESPN. Celebrating its 25th anniversary as the worldwide leader in sports. I'm Chris Berman. See you next time. Young Joey Harrington continued to take his lump last year at times in the NFL League in interception sprawl. Getting more and more comfortable back there. Now, Chicago destroyed now.
Well, the fans are looking for their seats as the teams are down on the field warming up. My colleague here in the commentary booth is Peter O'Keefe. Peter, both of these teams have a solid tackler on defense who does an excellent job pursuing the ball. No doubt about that, man. These guys do an outstanding job of leading the offense and ripping at their quarterback. I know like this because I'm on the very inside linebacker swinging the game. What's extraordinary about this guy is his stamina. As the game rolls on, he gets more and more dominant. On the other side of the ball, you've got another top performer, Bill Holmes. It's a very impressive inside linebacker. And what a great tackler this guy. A good job of good guy right down by the scruff of the neck. And that's if you're lucky. You get him head on. I'll tell you what, man, both these guys have potential for lighting up today. Okay, Peter, we'll see how they do once the game begins. But first, let's toss it to Corner. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Puts the opening kickoff. Clinton bounds this in the end zone for a touchdown. The Lions offense takes the field, and they will start at their own 20-yard line. Harrington made a throw that was off target there. Incomplete. Gary Azuma had superb coverage on that play. No wonder it was incomplete. That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down. Good denial there. Second down coming up. down and 4 wideouts in the game. Zuma gets it away on the coverage. Incomplete. That will bring up 4th down.
Billy Zuma came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception.
Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Sure was. Perfect team for that situation.
That will bring up 4th down. Harris takes the snap and punts it away. That fields the target for 45. 44.
Took a few yards on the run back there, pulling down the size of the play a little bit.
The Bears will start this first play of the drive at their 34-yard line. He just barely passed the markers for a first.
But still manages to make the catch. He beats his man cold. It's all about staking your turf.
First down with the tight end running. The defense stood up to that play and shuts down what would be a minimal gain anyway. It'll be 2nd down. Ineligible receiver.
Unfortunately, he is an ineligible receiver, and that's a penalty. 2nd and 15.
The 15.
Reggie Swinton didn't get very far running that ball back, but on the bright side, his kick was pretty lackluster, so his offense gets pretty good field position anyway.
The Lions stall early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 15-yard line. Listen, despite the coverage. It's all about accuracy in that situation. They move the ball, and it will be 2nd down. 2nd down, 1 man down. Easy catch. A beautiful pickup here. Everyone on the offense is happy about that one.
Great call by the offensive coordinator, and it will be a first down.
Oda makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Joe Oda came in and got a hand on that football and left No chance for a reception.
Potential for some nice yards, but the defense plays it tough. That will bring up second down.
And bunch of receivers out there. Defense is expecting that.
And it's tipped. Incomplete.
Darius Umo couldn't have read that play any better if it was tattooed on the inside of his helmet.
A nice defensive play will give him his second batted ball of the game.
Great read there.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Behind the line at the 36. It'll be fourth down. That will end the first quarter, and it's still a scoreless game. Lines up for the punt. Harris the ball and punts it away. That's fields the pass at the 23. At the 33.
Nathan Bassett for the nice job getting some yards after.
Hey, I'm Chris Berman. Coming up on ESPN, we knew he was a great defensive tackle. But fullback, tight end, is there anything Warren Sapp can't do? We'll see plenty of big number 99 here. Kansas City. Oh, yeah.
Still fans making their way through the turnstiles. They'll be just in time to catch the start of this game.
He's surprisingly strong as well. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a real crossplay in store for us.
All right, Peter, we'll keep our eye on him as the game progresses. But first, the coin flip. As it is. There's the signal, and we're ready. Jankowski picks it, and we are underway. This will play the Rangers. The Chiefs get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 20-yard line.
This people have been brilliant job keeping watch over his zone. The guys didn't have a chance.
Potential for some nice yards, but the defense plays it tough. That will bring up second down.
Second and 10.
The completion is good for 6.
And Green had no trouble swinging that one past the secondary. It was one heck of a throw.
They move the ball, and that'll bring up third down. Third down, 3 wideouts in the game. It seemed like the defense read that from the beginning, and they forced the incompletion with relative ease.
Beautiful call by the deep coordinator.
It'll be fourth down. Baker lines up the punt. Baker takes the long snap and punts it away. At the 43.
Philip Buchanan swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. And that punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Raiders will start this drive at their 43-yard line. That's good for a gain of 5.
Gary Porter had a defender close by but was able to bring down the catch.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. Second down, 1 man back. They don't allow them to convert, but they do allow them to get very close.
Let's see if they can come up with another big thing. The receivers line up as the defense settles into the next.
Second down and 4 wideouts in the game. All at the 45. No dice, and it falls incomplete.
Tim Brown had that ball in his hands on that play.
And he just dropped it. That would have gotten the first, but it's incomplete, and it will be third down. The 42.
But it's all about getting in position to make the grab. And here, oh, that's perfect position.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love D like that.
The Chiefs stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at the 42-yard line. Second down, 9 yards to go. Bring up third down.
Casey Wigman used his size to his advantage by doing some key blocking on that last play.
They moved the ball, and that'll bring up third down. That will end the first quarter, and it's still a scoreless game.
Snag that one across the middle, but doesn't matter.
The incompletions keep piling up, and even here in the second quarter, it doesn't seem to be improving. Takes it away. The Raiders had their last drive stall out at the end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at the line. Intercepted. To 17.
Eric Warfield found his jump perfectly on that last play to pick off the pass.
Well, that's their second interception of the game, and stingy is appearing to be the motto for their defense.
Yeah, either that or give me the ball.
The Chiefs are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive after 17 yards. He closes his grip around you, you are not going to get free, regardless of how evasive you are.
Now with that snap, with those guns, you could call these double goals.
As well past the markers for a first down.
Tony Gonzalez has some company on this play, but he still makes the catch. That's good concentration and focus. It's worth another look. Oh, maybe they should have triple covered him there.
That'll be his first catch of the game after being shut out the entire first quarter. This is a bit of a slow start for him.
Yes, Jim, he was Super Bowl more and more as the game is on.
First down, ready to go.
Well, let's take a look and see if he actually gets the ball across the plane. Remember, all you need to do is have the tip of the ball cross it.
After review, the player did not cross the plane. Second down. He likes the call, and you sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along. Second down for the Lions.
Wins the extra point. Number 15, over.
Here's the extra point, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Anderson rockets this one deep. Vargas downs this in the end zone for a touchdown. Raiders were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at their own 20-yard line.
This game made a nice throw there. Got it right past the defender.
They move the ball, and it will be second down. Second down for the shotgun.
And 3. The Raiders, 27 yards.
It will be first down.
And Brown was on triple coverage. Came away with a phenomenal catch.
That was little atonement for dropping the ball the last time it was thrown his way. Leader, he definitely made sure that he had it.
Much better focus this time.
Will take the handoff and slowly gets back to the line of scrimmage.
With the tackle.
Second down and 4 wideouts in the game.
The Raiders, 4-yard line.
And the clock will continue to run.
There's this man behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to cost the offense a few yards. Oh, yeah, that's a great job of getting to the quarterback. Nice sack.
They forced that one backwards, and that's going to make this third down that much harder.
Yeah, they also make it easier on themselves by wiping out all of the potential short line of play for our place.
Third and long.
Really last week.
He will be well short of the marker. That will bring up fourth down. Record flies up for the punt.
Makes the return.
That'll do it for the first half of this one. The Chiefs are out in front, 7-0. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Over.
All right, Dave. Interesting game at the half. We'll get back to you guys in a bit. First, we welcome everybody to our ESPN halftime report. I'm Chris Berman. As we look at the numbers in the first half and look at the turnover count, the Chiefs could be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponent hang with it. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. We'll start this one off late in the first quarter. Scott Sizzling Fujita is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way as he's able to get his hands on this one and pick it off. Raiders later on in the second quarter, the ball at their own 20-yard line. Eric Warfield has come up with a big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. The Chiefs still early in the second quarter. Priest Holmes got the carry here, and he comes through. And that's where we'll leave this one. Raiders are down, but still in it, 7-0. Now let's check out the undisputed halftime hero of the first half. Priest Holmes has played outstanding. And now let's return to the second half. Dan Seaton at Peterson King.
Thanks, Chris. And today's game has been presented in ESPN Game Center. Designed and developed in collaboration with Colby, the leader in surround sound technology. Raiders will receive to start the second half, and this is a tight contest. Currently, they're down 7-0. Let's get down to the field and the action. Allison puts the second half kickoff away. Douglas decides to take out of the the 21.
Thanks, Dan. Head coach Morris Turner definitely seemed frustrated when I spoke to him at halftime. He said, we've just got to put some points on the board. Our defense has been doing all right, but offensively, we just haven't been able to get it done. He said, their plan is to make some adjustments in the next half.
Wheatley picks up about 2, and that brings up second down.
We're going to get it. We're going to go just like it is. We're going to execute, we're going to face down, and we're going to get to the spot we need to. Okay, fellas?
Read this way, right?
Second and 7.
They go back.
Running the leader, 33-yard line.
Crockett goes in motion. Weaver has his number called on second down.
And he goes to the outside. This is huge game. It's a great play, great execution. Let's have another look. Gets that past the marker and eventually runs out of bounds.
A beautiful pickup, Peter. Everyone on the offense is happy about that play.
Great call by the offensive coordinator.
Coach Vermeil doesn't agree with the call, and we're going to see the red flag.
Hey, watch out.
Kansas City is challenging whether the player stepped out of bounds. This is their first challenge of the game, and even if they lose this one, they still have one challenge left.
Keep an eye on him and see if he goes out of bounds here. Watch him and watch the sideline. Right there. He looks off to me. I think I know what's coming from.
After review, the player stepped out of bounds. The ball is spotted at the 35-yard line. Kansas City will not be charged for timeout. First down. He likes the call, and he's sort of have a feeling that he knew it all along. First down, look right out to the right. Throws a heater right sideline, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Rich Gannon is really struggling out there today. As you can see by the numbers, it's all bad. Up to now, he's got 24 yards and 2 interceptions. Second and 10. Ball at the Raiders, 35-yard line. It's a terrific completion and trouble coverage here. Wow, now that is one confident QB.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they removed the chain.
Great execution.
First down.
Rayquaza beats by 2 defenders on this play, but still comes up with the ball. Oh, that's pure skill. You can't coach that.
A lot of short completions like that today, Peter, where they get stopped right soon after the catch.
Yeah, you can't make anything happen after the catch. Those short throws are useless.
First down, 10 yards to go. Carter goes in motion. Either one a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Great play. Now they have a bunch of options on when he's coming in. Third and Rayquaza looked to be in perfect position to make that catch, but it didn't come together somehow.
Either in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof.
Boy, third is such a crucial down game, and it really converts. It really hurts.
Fourth down on the field. Is on the field. Janikowski. For the first time today, they leave the red zone with only a field goal to show for it.
Overall, the defense has to be happy with how that one played out.
The ref gives the signal, and we're set. Janikowski wins up duty here. Ball downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs have been locked in a defensive struggle so far. They will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Green throws a push with a flat and interception is made. He'll pick it up. Maybe a yard.
Somebody Dallas, and man German close back there, they need a great move to get the first.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Gotta take what you can get there, but they were hoping for more.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Chiefs are out in front, 7-3. Second down with the tight end, White. They stop and call. First coming up.
Exactly what this defense needed to do.
Baker lines up the punt after the 29. Baker passes it and punts it away. Buchanan peels the punt at the 36. At the 43. Well, Peter, some interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Not at the point of action, but if they're not out of it yet, if he is playing along in a little offensive rhythm, he turns this game around. Look, Buchanan didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice run.
The Raiders will start this drive near midfield with the clock at 1:59. And the clock will continue to run. Second down, empty backfield. First down, the clock is stopped at 1:40. The middle and he's stopped. The clock continues to run. Second down for the Islanders. That'll give us a third down and the defense was ready for that call.
Well played and a good job of not giving up the short pass. Ball 3
Continues to kick down. First down, into the level. Vegeta takes a play on this one and forces the incompletion.
Nice job, Vegeta. He really got a hand on that football and he left no chance for a reception.
A nice defensive play will give him his second batted ball of the game.
Great read there.
Second down. The clock is stopped at 52. Third down, just a single receiver on the field. First time out. Touchdown will give him the lead late in the game. What a flipping kick down the wall. Here's the point after. This in the end zone for a touchdown. The Chiefs start this drive of the game from well in the long territory, and the clock at 25. And gets the first. He's out of bounds, and that will stop the clock at 20.
Charles Woodson, this is his all on this play game, but it is too little too late. They pick up a few yards and a new set of downs. Well, he forced him out of bounds, but not before the marker. He should be more aware of where he is on the field.
First down, the clock is stopped at 20.
Hi there, I'm Chris Berman. Here we go on ESPN. We knew he was a great defensive tackle. But fullback, tight end, is there anything you aren't stuck into? We'll see plenty of big number 99 here. Washington, folks, it's go time.
Still fans making their way through the turnstiles. They'll be just in time to catch the start of this game. With me, my colleague, Peter O'Keefe. Peter, this game features a big-time matchup between an elite wide receivers and the defensive back who's one of the best in the league.
That's right, Brad. And you've got to see the Golden State a lot of run out of today. Joey Porter is a very gifted receiver. His good leaping ability gives him his guard, and it comes out with elevate to haul in a high pass. On the other side of the ball, we've got another top performer. John Springs, who's a highly confident team. This guy's got a lot of horsepower. His speed enables him to lock down receivers and get after the ball no matter where it is. It should be one heck of an asset. It'll be interesting to see who gets the upper hand.
Okay, Peter, we'll see how they do once the game begins. But first, the toss of the ball. That's the signal, and we're set. Janikowski picks it, and we are underway. Morton downs this in the end zone for a touchdown. The Redskins send their offense out on the field and will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Peter, once he closes his grip around you, you are not going to get free regardless of how evasive you are. Looks like we've had injury now in the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to take Third down, 7 yards to go.
That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Raiders offense takes the field, and they will start the 37-yard line.
This game is a terrific completion double coverage here. Wow, now that is one confident QB.
First down to the Brown goes in motion.
Sean Taylor targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's his second tackle so far.
Third and 8.
The 45.
Deshaun Bowden, like he doesn't have a shot at it unless he jumps for it. And man, he timed it perfectly to give his receivers a few tricks about mid-air receptions.
Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love D like that.
The Redskins are going to try and capitalize on the interception. They'll start this drive at the 45-yard line.
Moving forward, he's one of those prototypical backs, 5'11", 205. This guy fits the mold perfectly. Able to dodge defenders with his slip moves and trick maneuvers. He's also strong enough to take them head on. Second and 1.
And that brings up first down.
First down, Redskins. Living quarters gets close to his blockers here. And it pays off.
Nice second down call, and they will move the chain.
On offense, it was always a plus to avoid third down altogether, just like that. And look at those numbers from last year. That is impressive.
Just barely past the markers for a first down.
Redskins. Living Portis throws out a play ball in the NFL. He makes the catch and then works for more yards. That's the kind of player you get the ball to.
A nice run after the catch, and that's what they expect from him.
That's his job description. You won't see him running a pass route, but you will see him make plays off those shorter catches.
Goes in motion.
Thank you, Dan. I just talked to the trainers, and they said that he had 2 on his biceps during the injury in an effort to ease the pain, but it doesn't seem to be that effective. The official word on his return,
Incomplete.
Charles Woodson made it happen in the defensive backfield. 7-year man, Michigan. This is one superb cover job. He's often ruining would-be catches, getting in the way and disrupting those plays. Just try to throw around it. You dare you.
They're down 3 wideouts in the game.
This people with a one-man wrecking crew back there. He's powering into the backfield and made a goal.
Even with that stop, they have pushed them out of the field goal line. The field goal unit is on the field. They take the lead.
John Hall nails it from a long ways away. I think that's just inside his range.
Barely. I think there's not too many kickers in this league who can make that with any consistency.
Let me put it this way, Dan. If you have to have someone standing near the goalpost who can let you know you made it, that's a long kick.
The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Ball rockets this one deep. Gabriel downs this in the end zone for a touchdown. The Raiders stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. Valley goes in motion.
Go, 52! Go, 52!
Second and 11. Ball for Raiders. 3 Tom Taylor was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
That's his third tackle of the game. Tucker goes in motion. Wheatley. Third down, and gets tackled short of the marker. Fourth down coming up.
Cornelius Griffin brought down the ball carrier before the marker. There was some gain, but not enough for the price.
Defensive back was against the wall, and they rose to the challenge team.
Yeah, Brian, that's great deep. They had to make a stand here and they stood together.
Fourth down. Lecker gets the ball and pummels this one deep. Gordon
Chad Morgan got deep. Beauty of a kick there. By the time he looked up, there was nowhere to go.
The Redskins will start this first play of the drive at their own 26-yard line.
Mark Brunell was very effective in letting the game come to him. 12-year man out of Washington. This is a pocket passer all the way. Sure, he can roll out on you, but he is in his element standing tall behind his defenders. Second and 1. Portis played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
Nice second down call, and they will move the chain.
On offense, there's always a push to avoid straight down together.
First down, all three receivers to the
for a huge game. Man, he cannot coach this.
That was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love D like that.
The Raiders offense takes the field, and their running game has yet to get on track. We'll see if it happens here as they start at the 12-yard line. It's intercepted. At the 15.
Nice job picking off the pass there. He's got it, and he gets a little more with that nice little run back.
Well, that's their second interception of the game, and stingy is appearing to be the motto for their defense.
Yeah, either that or give me the ball.
The Redskins were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. They'll start at their own 15-yard line. It seemed like the defense read that one from the beginning, and they forced an incompletion with Ronald Levine.
Beautiful call by the deep coordinator.
And we fourth down. Two lines up deep in his own territory. Takes the long snap and puts it away. It carries Peterson up to 32. 1 down at the 47.
He began to swarm with the kicking team before he got that far. And that pretty much goes unanswered.
The Raiders' offense is on the field, not produced well at all. They're looking for an answer as they start this drive at their 47-yard line.
And a bunch of receivers out there. Defense is expecting that answer. They're going to make it.
It's the Tigers run to the down at the 49.
Tyrone Rico didn't get very far on that last play. And he even had to help with some blocking. But I guess the defense had their number.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Gonna take what you can get down, but they were helping some more.
Rice goes in motion. Gains 3 yards, and that brings up third down.
Michael Barrow with the pick.
Close of the game on the right side. From your tight end.
Especially for him. He's not known for making those big gaps like that.
There's the extra point. This will come out of the end zone for the touchdown.
You don't. Probably turned the ball over and moved out of it. And you have to think that could come back to haunt them. Turnovers are the most telling stat in the NFL.
The Redskins offense has taken the field, and they've been having a very tough time passing the ball. They have another opportunity here as they start off at their own 20-yard line. Corliss catches it in the pocket and tackled at the 24.
Lenny Portis made the catch without any challenge from the defense, and he took advantage of it.
He reels in another one today. I don't know what they put in his oatmeal this morning.
Probably the passing explosion.
Second down. 6 yards to go.
They could do anything.
Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up the 3rd and long. And they get the first on 3rd and long.
Mark Brunell aimed this one perfectly. Great pass, great catch, great play. Let's have another look. Bullseye. What a precise throw. If he's doing plays like this, he could be in big trouble.
It was 3rd and long, but it didn't phase them. They moved the ball, and now they move the chains.
Really nice catch on him, man.
It's caught at the 46, 25, 15, 5, 7,
Luis Corliss is going to make a great play right here. Snags the football.
and he really turns on the juice. Wasn't supposed to be a touchdown pass, but he made it run with that terrific run after the catch.
He fights for every inch he can get out there, so you don't leave any daylight between him and the end zone.
Watch the pass! Watch the pass!
Here's the point after, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Booms of beauty here. Gabriel decides to take it out of the end zone.
Take it out in the end zone. Turned out to be a good decision, Dan. He got some good yards there.
The Raiders will start this drive at their own 29-yard line. At the 45. It will be first down.
Jerry Porter plays this one perfectly, getting himself to the right place at the right time to make the catch. The defense should be embarrassed that they let this one get away.
Yeah, Peter, they have him double covered, and they still couldn't get to the ball in time. He was just too good for it.
He's an incredible receiver. Nothing gets in his way.
First down, one man down. Brown goes in motion. Cannon unloads this one to the left, and they can't connect. Incomplete.
With the deflection. Perfect execution.
goes in motion.
For three.
Goes in behind the line of scrimmage.
John Taylor not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but bumped and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
That will be his fourth tackle, and he's hitting hard out there in the secondary.
Well, he's making his feet twice before going into action.
Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. That's his fourth deep ball connection, and he is really using his arm to its fullest.
So far, he's just on.
Picks up a couple.
Tyrone Wheatley used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Gotta take what you can get, Dan, but they were, looking for me.
This one will fall incomplete.
What's the deflection?
Come on, Gary.
3rd and 8. All to your right.
And here's this one on the left sideline. Now the extra point, and it's good. There's the signal, and we're ready. Gets this one deep. Jacobs decides to take it out of the end zone.
So his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off. It didn't really hurt him either.
The Redskins get their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 19-yard line.
Did they just give up? The quarterback's going to be pointing fingers on that one.
That'll be his first sack of the game.
Before the marker. There was some game there, but not enough for the first.
Peter, that has to be tough to do. He used his weight to make the stop, and he did it against one of the most defensive players on the field.
You got aggressive direction in that situation. You just won. Philip Buchanan returned for a few there, but after that gigantic punt, it was like tearing a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
And that'll do it for quarter number one. Raiders are out in front, 14-10. Raiders will start a drive with the lead for the first time in this game. They'll begin at their 48-yard line. Intercepted. Point after, and it's good. The ref gets the signal, and we're set. Hall kicks this one away. Gabriel catches it back at the 2. Interesting information up on the screen.
Oh, you bet. Well, there's the drive results. And the thing I want to talk about is how close this game is. When the score is like it is, one single mistake could change the whole game. They need to be careful here. Doug Gabriel tried to run it out, but the defense preferred that he stayed put, and they made their case pretty forcefully.
The Raiders bring their offense on the field and will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. To 27.
Strong Springs intercepts the football. Let's take another look.
That is a stellar effort on the part of the D. He's got his own all locked up tight. He knows how the play is going to go down.
And that gives him the chance to step in and make a play himself. You can't coach that.
Peter, you couldn't ask for more from him today. He has done his part.
And done so. So far, he's got 2 interceptions.
The Redskins have been close to field and they are already in field goal position.
Philip Buchanan has superb coverage on that play. No wonder it was incomplete.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. Second down for the touchdown.
And this is a nice interception. Check his position out to make the grab.
Got it. Boy, that was a heads-up play to come away with his first interception of the game.
Yeah, you gotta love D like that.
The Raiders have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their 48. And that takes them even farther away from the marker. Fourth down coming up.
Ronaldo Wynn was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the field and made the run.
They come up with the big play and on third and short, they force the fourth down.
What a time to come up big.
Leckler gets the snap and punts it away. The Redskins were intercepted last time out. We'll see what happens here. We'll start at the own 30-yard line. He picks up 9.
Extensive coverage and came away with a phenomenal catch.
I'm glad he finally nabbed one because he's had a string of missed catches before this.
Yeah, his quarterback obviously didn't lose faith in him, though, Dan, because he's kept throwing it his way.
Second down, just a single receiver on the field.
Great presence of mind to strive for the football there.
That's their third interception of the game, and Peter, the D is honing in on the passing game.
Tough play. I love it.
The Raiders haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins at the 47-yard line. Weekly, they get the game, and Paul gets back to the line of scrimmage.
With the tackle. Aaron Weaver just hasn't gotten into the groove and isn't finding running room anywhere. This has been tough, and he struggled to get 19 yards on 11 carries.
Second down, tight end to the left. And the last two passes this way were incomplete.
Let's see if he stays on track.
Unloads this to the right side.
This one gets it back to the defender and into the arms of his receiver. That's a great play. Check it out. Ooh, nice accurate draw.
That's his fourth deep ball connection, and he is really using his arm to its fullest so far.
Boy, he's just on.
Puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete.
LeVar Harris didn't let much daylight get between him and his assignment. Nice coverage to force the incompletion.
A nice defensive play will give him the second batted ball of the game.
Great reset.
Second down, one man back. For a first down. just got to sting if you're on the defense.
Righto, Dano. You know, they could have brought 8 guys on that play with the made a difference.
That's another pass that went pretty much down the middle. He hasn't been working inside too much.
But he's obviously very confident that he's throwing the where all the traffic is. He's daring the team.
Loses one on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Marcus Washington was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
That will be his fourth tackle of the contest.
Check, Gray, 17. Check, Gray, 17.
Nice throw, nice catch. Let's take a look. He covered well, but he was still able to make the catch. It's a great receiver.
He gets the touchdown off a nice play, and
What a player.
now the extra point, and it is caught. There's the signal, and we're ready. Pockets this one deep.
Thornton.
Downs this in the end zone for a touchdown. The Redskins offense comes out on the field, and they have found themselves in a shootout. Let's start this guy at their own 20-yard line. There's a motion. Wilson makes a play on this and forces the incompletion.
Mark Burnett has found limited success in the passing game so far, man. He just can't seem to get into a rhythm. I'd say he's not very pleased with his performance. So far, he's got 111 yards and 3 interceptions.
Second down, both wideouts to the right. The 32, tackled at the 34.
Philip Buchanan got pinned deep by a beauty of a kick there, and by the time he looked up, there was nowhere to go.
The Raiders send their offense out on the field and will start this drive at their 34-yard line. Rice goes in motion.
25.
Past the markers for a first down.
Jerry Rice. Three defenders on his tail. I'll tell you, I was not expecting that pass at all. I wonder if he knew it was coming.
Yeah, Peter, I think you could argue that that throw probably should never have been made. It was very risky, but it did work out.
It's all about staying focused and believing in your teammates.
Sings it to the right side, and the pass is complete at the 45. Makes the catch. To 24. They bring up first and 10. And it will be a first down. Makes it 30. Heads left. Tackle hard at the 23.
Number 99, 55 football. No, holy contact. We're going to get it. We're going to go just like it is. We're going to execute, we're going to stay strong, and we're going to get to the spot we need to. Okay, fellas?
Second down. Two receivers to the left. Easy play, and they'll now face third and short.
Makes third down easy, and they do just that.
They just need to convert. We'll see what they do. Porter goes in motion. That will be his fourth tackle, and he's hitting hard out there in the secondary.
Twice before going to score.
Fourth down and less than 1. Gronkowski takes it from 22
Sets up the ball. There's the kick, and it's good.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Gronkowski cleans up duty here. This will fly out of the end zone for a touchdown. The Redskins offense takes the field, and they will start out at their own 20-yard line.
I'll tell you what, Warren Sapp gets his motor running around July or August. Hey, it doesn't shut it off until February. So these guys are definitely one of those guys that we saw for now in the NFL. I think it's maybe not a good play right there. The three receivers to the left.
Yet another interception for this defense.
Great reads, great jumps on the ball, great athletes. It's all happening down there.
The Raiders' offense has been effective with the long passes. Will they keep it up? Well, we're going to find out as they start off at the 24-yard line.
Ready, 25. Ready, 25.
Had some blocking up on that last one, but he was still left with nowhere to go.
He's not made much headway up the middle, although it's not for lack of trying, that's for sure.
You can't get effective blocking there. You got to go elsewhere.
Cannon lobs this one deep to the end zone.
All over the place, but we're finally pulling it down. I thought I was a kid at a circus watching.
You were in the circus. That doesn't come as a surprise to me at all.
I wasn't in the circus. I was at the circus.
He snagged 3 passes in the deep end today and has definitely made his presence known.
He definitely owns the deed on the downfield.
Here's the extra point. Morton was out for a touchback. Morton downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense has to score here. This drive will start at their own 20-yard line. Is in motion. The Raiders come out on offense and are well ahead. They have yet another shot to score and start this drive at the 25-yard line. Only gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Tyrone Reapers used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
You take what you can get there, but they were hoping for more.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Michael Barrow targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Peter, he's been lighting up the defensive side of the ball today and getting some nice numbers out of it.
You bet. So far, he's got 6 tackles. Wow, look at those tackles. That's how you
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Janikowski picks from 40 yards out. There's the signal, and This will come out of the end zone for a touchdown. The Redskins are fading fast and are in need of a score. Their offense will start this final drive at their own 20-yard line. Kozlowski goes in motion. Carter picks up 8 yards on the play.
Nice gain on this baby. Look at him eat up the yardage here.
Either one a nice pickup to get them into a second and short situation.
Yeah, great play. Now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
Second down, 2 tight ends in the game.
And they get some good yards out of it. Great turn of events for this defense.
Peter, there are many ways to start a drive, but a turnover is not one of them.
Oh, definitely not. That was a big ball play.
Raiders have yet another shot at scoring and are in command. Their offense takes the field and starts this drive at the 18-yard line. Quickly goes in motion. Gannon tackles it out left side, and it's knocked away from the receiver, incomplete.
Right smooth, battling very closely. Close enough that the pass was incomplete.
And had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up. Second down and 4 wideouts in the game.
To make the play. Defensive man forward. It's all about scraping the turf.
He is putting up great numbers.
Got that right, Dan. He's now got 95 yards on 5 catches. Look, Dan, great receiving yards, but that will help your fantasy team.
62! Listen up! Ray, 62!
Watching this catch, he did a great job of seeing the ball in the hands and picking up those critical few yards.
They score again, and they are starting to pull away here.
Yes, they are, Dan. They've got a nice pattern. With the slow focus, this game is there. He's up over 5 TDs and proving to be unstoppable. What a player.
Now the point after. This will come out of the end zone for a touchdown. The Redskins need to score here before half to have a chance later. They'll start at their own 30-yard line. Cardinals in motion. Picks up the first down.
First down, Redskins. Nice gain on this baby. Looking to eat up the yardage here.
What a run here, and his numbers are adding up.
Adding up to one big number. Up to now, he's got 53 yards on 18 carries.
First down, 2 wideouts on the field. Continue to run. First down.
Bernie Scholes made the grab back there and then tacked on a few more. Nice play.
And I'll tell you what, he made that precision route look easy.
Too easy almost. I'll tell you what, Dan, the D couldn't even hang with him there.
First down, 3 wideouts in the game.
Chance for a reception.
That is their 4th batted ball. Tell you, we've seen a number of good defensive plays from this squad.
We sure have. We'll see if they can keep it up though.
Really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their 5th batted ball.
Nice, aggressive D.
3rd down, and this is the 7th play of the drive. And the clock will continue to run. It will be first down.
First and 10. And so, it's a normal, pretty bad, but couldn't reel in the pass.
Peter, in third down situations, they have not been successful at all over the past. This play was more proof.
Your third is such a crucial down here. And the one can back is really good. First down and 5 yards to go.
Ball from 28 yards out, and it's through the uprights.
John Ball puts in an easy short one. A clean kick, no worries.
The field goal puts them a little closer to tying things up.
Yeah, and that's a positive note that coach can point to when he tries to pump up his team at halftime. Kicking off for the head
The
coach.
ref gets the signal, and we're set. Booms of beauty here. Fargo downs this in the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense takes the field with the clock at 21. Brown goes in motion. Gains 3 yards, and that brings up second down.
Number 56, it's the tackle.
And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Raiders in command of this one, 41-20. And now let's send you to Chris Berman in our studios in Bristol for the ESPN halftime report. Boomer?
Okay, Deanna, we'll get back to you guys in a moment. Welcome, everybody, to the ESPN Halftime Show. I'm Chris Berman. Let's take a look at the numbers from our first half, and you see red zone offense, as is often the case, has played a big role thus far. The Redskins are certainly losing because of it. It's hard to win when you play like that. Let's get started on this one early in the first quarter. Rashad Bauman shows some great awareness here as he gets himself in a position to pick this one off. The Skins on D, Wayne Rudd was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. Raiders midway through the first, Raiders down by 3. Marcus Washington was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. Raiders midway through the first, Rich Luke Gannon would air it out on this one, and he would find his man. A 48-yard touchdown for the Raiders. Raiders winning 7-3. Lavernius Cole was definitely a key, as he was able to work his way open for a big one here. The 65-yard touchdown for the Redskins. The Redskins grab the lead again and go up by 3. Raiders now early in the second quarter. Sean Springs is able to step in front of his pass and pick one off. He wasn't done there. Touchdown for the Redskins. Raiders later on in the second quarter. Raiders behind by 3. Sean Springs has come up with a big play to kill a drive, as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Redskins still early in the second quarter. Namdi Asamoah would come up with a big play to kill a drive, as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. Skins ahead, 17-14. The incomparable Terry Wright ran a terrific route here and was able to pull this one in. That set up a 33-yard field goal. Redskins middle of the second, Namdi Asamoah was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Raiders, after getting the interception, Raiders ahead by 7. Rich Loose Gannon would find his target on this one. They move ahead by 14. Redskins late in the second quarter. John Perella's going to have a beat on this one. It's a fumble. He's right there to get his hands up. And that's where we'll leave this one. Raiders are up big at halftime, 41-20.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Kicks it, and the second half has now started. Gabriel decides to take it out of the end zone. 22. with update from ESPN's very own Susie Culver. Susie.
Thanks, Dan. Head coach Joe Gibbs took the time to speak with me at halftime. He said that for them to get back into this one, they have to avoid throwing interceptions. They plan to get better looks by stretching out the defense and choosing more concise routes for the receivers. We'll see how it pans out. Back to you, Dan.
Susie, thank you. The Raiders on has his number called on first down and picks up a couple.
Tyrone Reed had blockers on his side on that last play, but the defense was too smart. It gave him nowhere to go.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
I'll take what you can get there, but they were still hoping for more. Through the pass in the double coverage, but gets his man perfectly. Hey, that was one accurate throw.
Yet again, he airs it out and finds his man. He's putting up some incredible numbers today, Peter.
If you might at least 10 yards away from him, it's like he didn't even see it.
Third down to the odd. Cannon things it to the right side, and this one is incomplete.
John Springs had superb coverage on that play. No wonder it was incomplete.
Nice defensive play will get in the second batted ball of the game.
Great read.
Leckler lines up for the punt. Leckler takes the snap and pummels this one deep. Morton fields the deep ball.
John Morton, the third for a team there, but that's not gigantic punt. It was like carrying a single page on a war and peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Redskins are fading fast and are in need of a score. Their offense will start this final drive at their own 29-yard line. Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. It looks like, we've had an injury down in the field. And as soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along the field. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Charles Woodson swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a prayer yet.
That's his third batted ball. And he is doing his part, that is for sure.
Aggressive, he like that, man.
Tupac lines up the punt after the 49. To 36.
Bill Buchanan did a nice job getting some yards after dealing the solid punt.
The Raiders stalled early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their 36-yard line. Brown goes in motion.
Marcus Washington with a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
He's now up to 6 tackles. the ball, and that'll bring up third down.
Jim Brown looked like he had a solid catch there, and yet somehow he found a way to drop it.
That's his first drop, and it is not often you see that from him.
No, normally he's pretty sure-handed there.
Blackburn gets ready to punt this away.
Makes the return.
Blackburn gets the ball and punts it away. Morton fields it at the 17.
Chad Morton backs up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the plot a little bit.
The Redskins offense takes the field, and they will start at their own 27-yard line. Susie?
Thank you, Dan. After coming off the field with some hand pain, the trainers have determined that he's dislocated his finger. They've popped it back into the socket. Now they're applying some ice to reduce swelling. Once he's ready to go, once he's hooked up, he can return to the game. We expect work to come at the side. Back to you, guys.
Thanks, Susie. Another batted ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
That's right, Dan. In a world of super defend the pass when you can obliterate. They're down 10 yards to go.
Cornell throws a long right sideline.
Stuart Figure manhandled that receiver back there like a puppy playing with a chew toy, Dan. And he rightly got slapped with defensive pass interference. Terrible day. So far, he's struggled to get 165 yards and 5 interceptions. Mark Brunell made a nice throw there, got it right past the defender.
Another short pass, and he likes that area of the field so far.
And why not? He's had success there.
Third down with the 29 line.
This people have got a long man rushing through that guy. He got all into the backfield.
They take away any
Philip Buchanan did a nice job getting some yards out of fielding the solid punt.
The Raiders have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive as they start at their own 21-yard line. There's this one off to the right and gains about 3 yards.
Has been searching for a rhythm out there, Dan, and he's coming up short. It seems like his timing is way off. He's working hard, but only has 33 yards on 23 carries.
Second down, 1 man back.
Marcus Washington delivers a punishing blow to the ball carrier there. And he gives up the football for the fumble. Great hard-nosed defensive play.
Peter, he gets his first forced fumble of the day, and it seemed to me that he was looking for that since the first snap.
Yeah, he's been going for the ball all day, and well, it's really paid off.
The Redskins want to capitalize on the fumble and will start this drive at the 21-yard line.
The quarterback had nowhere to go on this one. Let's watch. Yep, the Bees shut the offense down on that play. They could do anything.
Peter, he's really gotten after the quarterback in this game.
You can say that. So far, he's got 3 tackles and 2 sacks.
Wow, that will be his 4th tackle so far. What do you think of his performance, Peter?
Solid game plan. He'll carry his side on the road.
Third down, 3 wideouts in the game. Woodson makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. That will bring up 4th down.
Charles Woodson managed to disrupt him. He got in there and smacked that pass away. Great deal.
He records yet another batted ball. Not bad. He's really playing well out there.
Thank God for that. He's playing the ball. That's a aggressive play.
Hoots it from 36 yards.
This is the field goal here. Let's watch this again. Yep, it's just a little bit to the side of the upright, but force only counts in board sheets.
That's his 3rd attempt today, and this time he cannot put it through.
Still, he's put points on the board today, Dan, so he can't kick himself too bad.
Fumbled the ball away last time. Let's see if they can build on it as they start this drive at the 37-yard line. Brown goes in motion.
Hey, 45!
Carry of the game and maybe picks up 1 on the play.
36 with the back.
Second down from the shotgun. That brings up 3rd down. That will bring up 4th down.
LeVar Arrington not only cleaned the ball carrier's clock in the backfield, but bumped and polished it too. Big hit for a loss.
That's his 3rd tackle of the game. Rayquaza lines up the punt after the 3 and out. Rayquaza gets the ball and pummels this one deep. The Redskins haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins at their own 20-yard line. Hurley goes in motion. No good. Incomplete.
James White looked like he had a solid catch there, and then somebody found a way to drop it.
That's his second drop, and he cannot be happy with that. Sometimes the ball bounces your way, and sometimes it doesn't. Exactly.
Second and 10. Nice ball. It's wide open on that one. Makes you wonder what the view is doing.
Either get another grab here in the third, and he's been working hard the whole way. It's all about consistency. He's been It'll be fourth down.
James White dropped the ball so fast there, you'd think it'd hit him on the thumb or something.
Those mid-range passes are not working out for them so far. What's different in that way?
So the Portland Thunder reaction time. He's trying to make room to work with back there. Special teams squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Raiders have yet another shot at scoring and are in command. Their offense takes the field and starts this drive at their 38-yard line. Rice goes in motion.
Goal, 52!
Wheatley will get stopped with the line, and that will bring up second down.
LeVar Arrington was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dandy. He had it all locked up.
That will bring up second down. Unloads this one to the left, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
That's on. They got a hand on that football. They left no chance for a reception.
They have really gotten after the ball as a team today. That is their fifth batted ball.
Nice, aggressive D.
Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. A little better, but they did sort of saw fourth down.
Way to attack the ball.
Blackler lines up the punt after the Blackler takes the long snap and punts it away. Morton peels the punt at the 16. The 26.
Chad Morton backed up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the size of the punt a little bit.
The Redskins are fading fast and are in need of a score. Their offense will start this final drive at their own 26-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 5.
Pass interference, number 25, defense. The ball was placed at the spot of the foul.
Bernard Walker manhandled that receiver back there like a puppy playing with a chew toy, Dan. And he rightly got slapped with defensive interference.
First down, 2 receivers to the left. Goes in motion. Incomplete.
Charles Woodson handled the slant route back there and kept the receiver from making the catch. Incomplete pass.
Potential for some nice yards, but the defense plays it tough. That will bring up second down. For a first down.
Bernice Cole is squeezed by two defenders on this play, but still comes up with the ball. Oh, that's pure skill. You can't coach that.
The balls are coming his way in the middle, and he's making them pay. You have to like his performance so far.
Well, they are like any receiver is willing to go over the middle and sacrifice the ball to make a pass.
That brings up second down.
Eddie Phillips used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Right there, it'll be second down.
I think if you can get one, but they're always kind of hoping for more.
Second down to the end. Those in motion. The 39. That will bring up first down.
Mark Burnell has a last-minute random battle here, and he gets some yards.
Second down. And he did a super job of lining up his man and then taking him down.
That's a great battle down there, Ben. It's out to be one. It's all about pursuing your man, Jerry.
That's his third tackle of the game. Third down, and this is the seventh play of the drive.
Rod Gardner took on triple coverage and came away with a phenomenal finish.
What a big play on third down, Peter. His run after the catch is what made the play work.
Yeah, Dan, you have to fight for those yards in that situation. And that's exactly what he did. Fabian Smith wanted that one away cleanly. The receiver didn't have a player in there.
Another batted ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
That's right, Dan. You know, why simply defend the pass when you can deliver the ball?
Eventually tackled at the 12. It will be first down.
First and 10. On this one, Right there. That's how you play D.
That would have been a touchdown, but instead the defense comes up big and forced the incompletion.
Way to prevent the big play.
It'll be second down.
Second and 10. James Glass faces double coverage on this play, but still comes out with the ball. Nice throw and nice catch. Let's take a look. They had him covered well, but he was still able to make the catch. He's a great receiver.
You can almost hear a little sigh of relief after he made that grab, Peter. He's been buttered from the target and he's dropped some big catches.
That's true. I do like how he's kept his head in the game and he's putting the pressure on him.
It's good.
Hey, way to do that. Good job. Nice play. Nice play.
There's the signal, and we're ready. Picks it off. Progress fields this one. He at the line. The 26.
Been a little risky. He gets out close to the point, so it all comes down to the water. That's what I'm saying.
The Raiders will start this drive at their own 26-yard line. Lights goes in motion.
Back for three.
Right up the middle and picks up a couple. Second down, right into the left.
But he is not letting him get too free. So far, he's had to work hard to get 45 yards on 30 carries. Third and 3. 32-yard line.
Throws it 80 to the right side. And it's tipped. Incomplete. Fourth down, 20.
Marcus Washington has to disrupt him. He got in there and smacked that pass away. Great deal.
You know, as a team, they are batting down passes left and right. That is their sixth so far.
Great anticipation of the pass.
Rayquaza lines up for the punt. Rayquaza takes the snap and pummels this one. Martin fields the ball. The Redskins will start this first play of the drive at their own 30-yard line. Tuca lines up the punt after the 3-and-out. Pumps it away.
Philip Buchanan back up a few yards on the run back there, whittling down the sides of the punt a little bit.
And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Raiders enjoying the lead, 41-27. The Raiders haven't got much out of their offense recently, and we'll see if they can get back on track here. This drive begins at the 40-yard line. Will end up losing a couple.
Jermaine Haley was a one-man wrecking crew back there. He powered into the backfield and made the tackle.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, going back there, we're going to look at
That will bring up second down.
making the catch with relative ease.
That's broken kind of a cold streak for him. The last two passes his way were incomplete.
Now let's see if he stays on track. As you can see, he's up over the 30 mark. He's playing the play play.
Now goes in motion. This one, and it's incomplete. That will bring up fourth down.
Walt Harris swatted that one away cleanly. The receiver preparing him.
That was a fantastic job by the defense to stop what would have been a first down.
I love this. You big D on third and short situations. Like fourth down, defenses love to hear that from the
Down and the punting unit is on the field. Leckler takes the long snap and pummels this one deep. The Redskins saw it early last drive, and we'll have to wait and see what happens here. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. And now, things at the right side, and it's incomplete.
Philip Buchanan got himself in a prime position to battle away that football before the receiver even had a shot at it.
Another batted ball. They have been attacking the pass every chance they get.
Right, Dan. You know, why simply defend the pass when you've been obliterated? Look at the interception play. Let him know it with a flag for pass interference.
Well yards for a first down. It looks like, we've had an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.